Saturday, November 29, 2025, AGNDD Until I Report topic. Professor Michio Kaku warning and Avi Loeb hypothesis. Now Converge as 3i Atlas displays behaviors consistent with intelligent control. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated article-based video. Professor Michio Kaku's warning and Avi Loeb's hypothesis. Now Converge as 3i/Atlas displays behaviors consistent with intelligent control. By Samuel Lopez, November 28, 2025, USA Herald. Two of the world's most influential scientists may have pointed to the same unthinkable conclusion, months apart. USA Herald. When theoretical physicist Dr. Michio Kaku appeared in late October and told the world to watch for it, very few understood the weight of his words. He was referring specifically to October 30th, the moment when interstellar object 3i/Atlas would reach perihelion. His message was simple. If the object received an extra burst of energy, if it accelerated in a way gravity alone could not explain, then we are being visited. At the time, such a statement struck many as theatrical, yet the prediction did not come from a fringe theorist. It came from one of the most recognized scientific figures on Earth. Fast forward to the end of November, and the data is now undeniable. 3i/Atlas did receive that extra energy. NASA's JPL Horizon system showed a non-gravitational acceleration term of 1.610.6 AU Day 2 on October 30th. By November 24th, updated modeling reduced the value to 4.10.7, but the presence of the acceleration itself remained indisputable. The object deviated from a purely gravitational trajectory and did so within the precise window Kaku told the world to watch. Instead of celebrating the accuracy of his prediction, the scientific establishment quietly stepped away from the implications. Kaku, too, softened his remarks, reframing what had originally been a clear threshold: extra energy equals visitation. But while one high-profile scientist downplayed his own warning, another stepped forward, armed not with rhetoric, but with data. Dr. Avi Loeb of Harvard has now published several analyses suggesting that 3i/Atlas may not only be interstellar, but may exhibit behaviors consistent with intelligent control, engineered structure, or deliberate orientation. Loeb, unlike Kaku, has never relied on dramatic phrasing. His language is clinical, mathematical, grounded in observational evidence, yet the conclusions he hints at are profound. Loeb points specifically to the object's non-gravitational acceleration and the failure of traditional models to predict its brightness, mass loss rate, or trajectory. According to Loeb, the JPL Horizons model underestimates the object's brightness surge near perihelion and does not properly account for its radial acceleration. Adjusting the model could shift its trajectory near Jupiter's orbit, raising new questions about how the object is moving and why. Loeb has publicly suggested that some interstellar objects in the past, including Oumuamua, may have been light sails, thin structures, or purposeful devices propelled by unknown means. In 3i/Atlas, he finds multiple echoes of those earlier anomalies. The evidence is stark. Rotational spin waves moving through the coma, a repeating geometric envelope visible in independent images weeks apart, a nickel-dominant emission profile inconsistent with typical comet chemistry, and a sunward-facing anti-tail that should not exist under classical dust dynamics. Internal coherence, external structure, coordinated wavefronts, non-gravitational acceleration. These are not the behaviors of a chaotic snowball. The alignment between Kaku's threshold and Loeb's analysis is remarkable. One scientist warned that extra energy would signal a visitor. Another is now evaluating whether that extra energy aligns with the signature of intelligent control. Their paths began at different ends of the intellectual spectrum. Kaku in public communication, Loeb in academic rigor, but both now converge on the same question: what exactly is 3i/Atlas? To be clear, Neither scientist has claimed proof of extraterrestrial intelligence. Loeb uses careful phrases like technological origin cannot be ruled out and consistent with artificial mechanisms, while Kaku has largely retreated on the subject since October. But the public is not required to ignore the implications simply because the experts are hesitant to repeat them. When an object receives extra energy at the exact moment predicted, and when that same object shows physical behaviors that align with the hypothesis of intelligent control, the question becomes not whether we should ask, but why anyone would avoid asking. The scientific world prefers incremental steps: data, modeling, revisions, peer review, publication. But 3I/Atlas is not an incremental object. It is exhibiting behaviors no known comet exhibits and no known interstellar body has ever displayed. As December 19th approaches and the world prepares for its closest observation window, the stakes rise dramatically. If new images reveal structural geometry, continued non-gravitational acceleration, or alignment in its anti-tail and wavefront behavior, the conversation may shift from possibility to probability. And if the object demonstrates any further deviations from natural models, the scientific community may be forced to confront the very question Kaku and Loeb have placed, delicately, indirectly, and reluctantly, before the world. For now, the public is watching, the data is accumulating, and the universe is showing us something we have never seen before. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Albert Einstein. Samuel Lopez, https://usaherald.com. With over 20 years of experience in the legal and insurance sectors, Samuel applies his profound legal acumen to investigate and accurately report on the facts.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intelli Report, dear viewers. Please like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!